So okay, so this has been on my mind for a while. Ever since I did that video with the debate of Fabian Liberty and the other guy called Free. You know, like he couldn't come up. The guy couldn't come up with a better name than that. And my thing about that whole video is that he was pushing more of a Marxist socialistic ideology where nobody has to work and they they would still get paid, and they would they would be taken care of by, I'm guessing, by the government, by the state. And a post world like that does not bode very well, because we see a whole lot of other countries that are trying to do just that, and then the people are more on the bandwagon of laziness. Yeah, they're more on the bandwagon of laziness. So this whole, I don't, me working is an act of coercion. That whole ordeal that he did, it didn't really make no sense, because even doing back before, when capitalism, socialism, and communism didn't even come to the picture, it was either conquer or be conquered. There was nobody. You probably couldn't come up with someone from that same storyline who was on the bandwagon of, unless they was born in the elites, unless they was born rich. You probably could not name one historical figure from those kind of timelines where there was like, I don't need to work, somebody else should be paying me not to work. Like, your average mongrel, your average peasant compared to the kings, queens, the elite, the elites, the primes, and all this stuff. See, this is why a lot of people, especially from the right and the libertarian movement, the ANCAP movement, they don't really bode well with Marxism and socialism, because most of their ideologies are pro-state, pro-federal government, and pro-laziness. When it comes to like ideologies like that, when it comes to movements like this, you see how it's coming down to when it comes to them pushing, when it came to the country being shut down because of the pandemic. You had politicians like AOC kept on running her mouth talking about nobody should be made to work. Nobody should be working. Let us, the government, take care of you. And if you have read any kind of history, anytime the government says let me take care of you, they take more. They take way more than you bargained for. And that's why a lot of us on this platform be saying this whole socialistic, this whole free healthcare, free rent, free insurance type thing, free college. It's a dangerous. It's pretty dangerous. You can say it works on behalf of the person pushing this, but what about your average person who's probably working at a warehouse or trying to start their own business? What about those guys who are trying to live their everyday life, trying to save money, but then you had the discern politician or discern person come up with some crazy ideology, talk about all this stuff is going to be free, nobody's going to be paying for it. How is the insurance companies going to get paid? How is the hospitals going to get paid? How are the school teachers going to get paid? How are how is the government going to get paid without this stuff? Even though I'm all for not paying the government a goddamn thing, how is any of the other three industries that I mentioned, how are they going to get paid? It's all this. Well, if all this is free, you're going to have to give up a little something, which means you're going to give up more taxes. They're already taking 20 to 30% of your taxes every single paycheck. Whether you get two paychecks a month or four a month, they still take about 20-30% of it. Even though that 20-30% of it, especially during this time with this inflation and the recession, that money could have went towards paying your rent or saving some money, trying to start your own business, trying to build some generational wealth. But when it comes to those individuals who like these socialist Marxist ideologies that do promote laziness, and if you don't go what they're saying, then you're pretty much banished from what they're trying to do. Which, you know, a life of isolation sounds a lot more better than it does going with, you know, this ideology of laziness, and saying that everything that your existence comes down to coercion, which makes no absolute fucking sense. Now some people can say, like, well, with these these practices have never been tried out. So how you know it will fail if it doesn't try out. The thing is, there are some countries out there that did this. You know what the thing is? Those countries, those people who live in those countries, they get 60% of their paychecks taken away from them. And excuse me. And instead of actually looking into, like, you know, negatives like that, they rather be like, well, everybody has the same has a doctor now. Nobody has to pay for their their medical bills, even though they don't get the best doctors out there. They probably get some low tier doctor who most likely don't know what they're doing. This again, I know it's a bunch of things that I'm probably missing from this conversation, but that's okay. I'm trying to learn more about this, but I'm trying to go up about some stuff that I read and some things that I looked upon, because that whole talking point he did, well, this person, like this Jeff Bezos, he has more money than me, so I would be okay with him having all his money taken away in order to save the planet. Even though Jeff Bezos earned that money, you see, this is a bad talking point. They hate you for earning money that you worked your behind off for. You went through the sacrifices. You probably most likely went through some business classes. You read some business books, some business development books. You had a whole bunch of people around you trying to say, like, no, you don't do it like this, you don't do it like this. This is the better way to do it. This right here is the better way to do it. The rich elites, the rich people, they do not deserve that money type of ordeal. Even though a lot of them, especially working here in the U.S., they earn that money. Started up poor in poverty, then became rich, and then they used the capital that they had to try to push things forward. Like when it came to the Elon Musk, the Bill Gates, the Jeff Bezos, the George Soros, that chicken shit motherfucker. They are pushing ideology saying, yo, the rich sucks. The poor is struggling way more than before, but that's because of these government policies that these socialists push for, and they had no idea of the consequences. They just think, since it sounds good, they're going to push it instead of actually looking at the consequences of these said policies that they are pushing. Like how the said policies promote laziness, they promote handouts from the government, they promote welfare and all this stuff. It promotes stuff like that makes a lot of people be like, we are not paying for this. We don't want to pay taxes for this. But because they say, oh, you guys don't like this, you obviously don't care about the middle and low class. Like, no, it damages the middle and low class even more. What you guys are pushing is an infringement on us. It's an infringement on me for just living my everyday life, working, paying my bills, putting food on my table. You're pushing ideologies like that. That's a lot of people's main problem when it comes to socialism. Now I know I missed a couple things, but let me know in the comments below what I'm missing. If you guys like what I'm saying, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, hit the notification bell. I will see you on the next one. Peace. Also, make sure you join me on my Discord. You know, the links are in the description below. You guys want to have a conversation, want to talk, You guys want to promote your own videos? You want to talk about gaming, movies, and TV shows, or politics? Just hit that link in the description box below, and let's have a chat. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch. I'll be on my Twitch sometimes, just playing games, to be chilling. Some new games coming out this year that I want to play, especially when it comes to Resident Evil games, and just make sure you subscribe there, you follow me there, and let's have some fun. Also, make sure that you do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, because the YouTube algorithm is hurting everybody at this point, and they do not like seeing small guys like myself grow. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, because your man try to get paid here, people. It don't take nothing but a second.